The next 6 months will be crucial.
We are talking to 80+ locations.
With a feasibility study, we look at every aspect of how this event could come to fruition.
We want the fans to experience as close as possible the feeling of driving a RaceBird. Victor Marini is playing a very important role in our project. They lead the engineering, but also the manufacturing of the RaceBird. They've been working with us from the very beginning, and the first role that they had was to take the design mood and concept from Sophie and translate it in a new design together with Sophie, but a feasible platform for our championship. We have now produced and manufactured the hull of the vessel. The hull will be very similar from Proto 1 to the final version. We don't expect big changes there. From 10 knots onwards, there will be the foil coming in and lifting the powerboat in order to go to a completely different level of efficiency in terms of resistance to the acceleration. This will allow us from the very beginning of January to start assembling all the electronics and the components in order to have a complete boat around mid-February to the end of February. That's what we are trying to achieve now. The next 6 months will be crucial. We are working on making sure we have an exciting calendar in iconic places. In the meantime, we are having advanced conversation with a very big number of cities. Among them, there is Venice, Budapest, Miami, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and also Rotterdam. On top of this, there are tens of cities that are approaching us in order to know more about the championship, what we're trying to achieve, because they already see an incredible alignment between their sustainability agenda and what we are trying to build with the E1 Championship.
So we are in Hungary, in Budapest, looking on how to deliver the race and what technically is possible. We are talking currently to 80+ locations. We ask the potential location to suggest 3 places where the race could happen. The step after that is the feasibility study, what is what we're doing here in Hungary.
A feasibility study is where we look at every aspect of the proposed location and we get deep into the nitty-gritty of how this event could come to fruition.
The next step after that, we get a team on the ground and we start looking at the 3 locations and we see what is possible and what is not possible.
My name is Azam Rangunwala. I'm with P1 and we are doing the on-water operations for the E1 series. We've been staging races for over 17 years. We're very used to racing in lakes, oceans, all the places that E1 is looking in, we've done it before.
It needs to be safe. Safety is paramount. That is absolutely key for us. But we want it to be a spectacle. We want it to be wow.
While we're out in Budapest, we'll be looking at locations all around the River Danube. During the feasibility study, we'll look at any necessary on-water exclusion zones, and we'll also investigate the possibility of a FOD net, or a foreign object detection net, to increase safety and security of the competitors. But the most exciting part of the visit is looking at the potential locations for the race box and how a racecourse could be incorporated into it. We want fans to be on top of the action and feel as close as possible to the RaceBirds as they go around the track's tight and twisting corners. We're also looking for areas close to the race box to host activities such as the Sustainability Festival and the hospitality areas, all with the aim of showcasing talent, initiatives and technology from the local area. An E1 series event will be about the excitement of race day, as well as leaving behind a long-standing positive impression on the people who attended and the local communities.
Here we are in the Olympic Park, looking at the potential space available for the Sustainability Festival.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're pacing up and down to get a real feel for the usable space. We also bring with us laser markers and relying quite heavily on tech to deliver us the data we need.
Operationally, delivering an event in a city and on the water has two specific sets of complications. The space is limited, and then every event on the water brings in challenges dealing with a marine environment, water, salt, a log floating down a river and damaging one of the hydrofoils.
This is now a super low level, but the water can be up here or even further up there. So
in terms of how that will affect our racing, we've got to take it into consideration, but be flexible because it could change.
Yeah.
We've got to bring the racing as close to shore as we can and make sure it's exciting and enthralling for each and every spectator.
This location has it all, doesn't it? You know, it's race box, proximity, high footfall.
I think this is a perfect spot, and it's a very well-known park. So when you say, please, we guys welcome to the Olympic Park because this is where we're going to do our fan zone or the village, I think this is the right place.
Being here, especially on a day like today, gives us a really good opportunity to explore it in detail. That's why the feasibility studies are so important. We're learning, as we go. This is all new. This is the first day of the future of the E1 series with regards to the future championship.
We want the fans to experience as close as possible the feeling of driving a RaceBird. We are working on a gaming strategy, and we want to use it also maybe to start up a sort of selection process for the future pilots. We are talking to many teams that are interested to join. They are waiting to see the powerboat on the water. We will be able to sign agreements before Q1, which is for me an incredible achievement. And all E1 is working on planning the future and the first season in order to make sure that not only it will happen, but it will be also the most exciting sport that we are all dreaming of.